No lo problemo. Oh, good, a Paramount Plus.
Yeah, that's great. I love this.
Watch bad Star Trek on Paramount Plus.
So yes, that is literally, you can try and pull some sort of influential rank on him. Given the fact that you're both in the Adeptus Mechanicus and he's a Magos, he is likely to have a higher level of influence than you and kind of negate your usage of that.
Oh wait, no, Cognizant would have worked just fine.
I mean,
Okay.
any sort of like trying to be, this person knows that they're a servitor now, is not part of the normal servitor process for the Imperium.
I mean,
That's actually a cruel and unusual torture that wouldn't be part of the very ritualistic conversion into a servitor that a normal Magos would go through. So you're asking him to kind of change the way the ritual is done a little bit.
I think what we should do is ask him to allow himself to feel the emotion that he imagined we felt when we were asked to fight for his throat.
I'm sorry, ask who to imagine that?
Ask the tech priest, the Magos, to allow himself to feel the emotions related to that, to like try to like have him understand where we're coming from. Like instead of like logically doing it, just like asking him to like allow himself to feel the emotions about that.
A blunt no is all that is his response to that. He won't even consider, like, why would you waste your time on emotions, child? The Omniscire dictates logic is the way.
Well, damn. He's right. I turned to Micah's character and said that.
I shrug in disappointment.
Let's so for our
So no skill usage to convince him here. You're not burning your trait, and we're not doing any rolls here. Just want to make sure that.
Oh,
I'm convinced. They got me.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for our captives, I thought like we were gonna like they can watch them, and then we'll go to the armory, and then we'll escort them back to the main ship.
Okay, that was exactly my question. I was asking, are they following you into the armory, or are you just leaving them here? Solid.
I mean, I assume the Magos might have like some place to like shunt them aside to.
The biggest problem is the fact that the relic is getting my bad, didn't mean to throw the servitor. Is getting constructed. So if you bring them into here,
we warned them to look at the ground before entering the room.
They look at that ground, or they get shot. Like
in the
foot.
Yeah, I remember doing that, or Alex doing that. But anyway, they're all looking at the ground.
Okay, because I wasn't sure if you instructed them or not yet. So if Marmor wants to do it, that's a 3 for him. If you want to try do an intimidate order on the ragtag captives that you have, and order them to stare at the ground and never look at the relic.
How does advantage work in this system? Because we should definitely have it after that fucking death.
Yeah, so it's definitely going to lower the difficulty number that you need.
Otherworldly voices and yell at them all. Look at the feet while you still have them. Look at your feet while you still have them.
So that's going to be your psychic mastery of 8. And there's 8 die in total there, so yeah, that's perfect for you.
That wasn't actually a roll, I was just gathering them up. For no reason.
I would love to see us complicate on this simple thing.
Nope. And with a 3, you pass your check for psychic, otherworldly voices. You pulled this trick on them earlier in the hall, so they are definitely afraid of this psychic presence that is yelling at them, and they put their heads down to obey.
Alright, let's do this.
That's right.
So as you follow the Magos, and as you pass underneath the shadow of the artifact and the cage that's rapidly forming around it at the hands of the blinded servitors, your 2 servitors start to shudder. Both of you need to roll me a tech check separately as backlash across the noosphere hits you from your servitors.
Okay, wait, you
And my tech skill is 6.
Yep.
So can someone just, like, you can roll once for yourself, and then I'll be the second roll you do.
3, and then that's me with 3 successes.
Alright, let's see then.
4
That's right.
and glory.
That's also right.
Party glory up to 3. And Dan, you quickly catch and eliminate the scrap that's sent through in a burst. And you like quickly scan over your servitor. It's fine, no source of code that you can see on it. Micah, you now need to give me a willpower test of 3 as the scrap code runs through your system.
Do I notice him, like, react negatively to what just happened?
Let's see how this one goes first.
Gotcha.
So where is your willpower? You willpower 2?
I have
Remember
willpower
one?
3.
Sorry, I constantly mix up which one of you is which Skitari.
Skitari?
Yeah, so he's Quinton. Alright, so yeah, willpower 3. Was that your roll there then?
Yeah.
Alright, you are taking the party's first point of corruption. So you are now
Could've
up to
sworn
1
it'd
point
be
of
me.
corruption. I'm actually impressed you managed to not fail a psychic test badly enough to get corruption yet, but there's still time.
Oh, I thought I was gonna get one last session when we were bringing up the plague.
I kind of assumed that your Carrick wouldn't have asked if it's paternal. I'm assuming he wouldn't have that kind of idea about the Plague Father and his wonderful concoctions.
I
I
mean,
have a metagame question, Scott.
he knows
By all
about
means.
Nurgle, wouldn't he?
Sorry, Mike, you can respond to Micah, and then I'll ask my question.
If you want to see if you know about Nurgle, you can give me a I'm trying to see which exactly type of like knowledge skill I would want to go with for this.
I would say scholar.
Yeah. I just wanted to see if there was anything else to really add on to that for handling the insanity of the warp and being aware of a sentient warp storm that's influencing reality around it. But yeah, scholar.
Nope.
2? No, you definitely don't know about the Plague Father.
Darn.
You might have some vague awareness that the warp can sometimes infect the flesh in various ways, but that's gonna be the
Screw it. I want
hearsay
to
rumors
re-roll
of it.
that. I have wrath. Let's. Okay. Whatever.
Did
I'll
he-
let it go at that.
No complication, just the exact same 2.
Yep.
Like literally no improvement in the roll.
Okay.
So my metagame question is this system supposed to be like Call of Cthulhu, where we all go slowly fucking insane?
I'm not entirely sure, because there is very much a constant risk of getting corruption when you have a psyker, but the fact that you're around a chaos artifact and are toting around 2 servitors who have already shown weird glitchy interference from the psychic stuff is kind of compounding the amount of times you're getting exposed to corruption chances.
Is there a way to remove corruption? And is a character who is corrupted aware of it?
So I actually am not sure off the top of my head about removing corruption. So I'm sorry, you actually, if I'm trying to deploy corruption to you, you actually get one further test beyond your willpower test. Whenever you try to resist corruption in the forces of chaos, you make a corruption test. To make a corruption test, your dice pool is equal to your conviction.
Oh, so I get to roll 3 again.
Okay.
Can this complicate?
I don't see in the rules that it says it can, so no, you don't need a red die on this.
By the way, torturing a captive can give us a fucking corruption test.
So last, like shooting their feet off.
Hey, I got the mic mute.
Possibly less of that. And a 1 on that, or 2 on that, you are still actually failing the test to get the corruption. Yeah.
Done.
So yeah, you're getting corrupted. So in answer to... So yeah, you can't remove corruption. Sorry, that's what it looks like I'm finding on the internet from a quick search, because I don't feel like digging through that rule book.
I'll do it while we play.
And to answer both your earlier question and the question about if he knows he's corrupt, Mike, you feel a terrible, awful, painful surge as the scrap code attacks through your systems, till it enmeshes into this awful, wonderful pain, and then it's gone and purged as finally all of your systems boot back to proper function and your firewalls clear everything out and antivirus programs do what they need to do. But you are aware.
When we fail corruption tests.
Okay, so I'm up to 6 now. Dang.
I puzzle at the sensation, and I wonder if it's leaning in any particular direction.
Pain is pleasure, but nothing more beyond that.
Hey, Gabagool.
I mean, yeah, that's
Hot.
Yeah, I just puzzle at the sensation and try to keep any of it from showing visibly.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
no way to remove. There's no way to remove corruption.
like 2 more points to go till you start mutating, so you're good. But after that, then and your servitor also like afterwards shows no obvious signs of it. It also probably suffered somewhat from the scrap code attack. It doesn't bear a permanent mark on it that you can see. So you follow the tech priest, and I did some rewriting today, so I don't actually have a room set up for this. Sorry. So you all stand in a hot, cramped room, dim but for the glowing lights cast by heating elements at work, and the occasional flash as a hunched figure welds something hidden from view. Adept your Magos Triviant flashes across the noosphere, bringing more indentured stock of the Patreon trader. These ones stand in some small favor with me. See to them. It takes mere seconds for that message in binaric, and he quickly turns to the group, bows very slightly to you all in parting, and then excuses himself. At that same moment, the hunched figure turns, straightening at all, and looks at you. In the dim light, it's hard to make out exact features. There seems to be a human face, purely human almost, tanned and long, with a pronounced chin and very sunken cheeks. Except for his eyes. His eyes are clearly robotic, glowing from the socket's multiple sensor lights. His body is fully hidden underneath the robes, but it's clear the figure sports multiple arms, all metal, and ending in several tools and figures. At this point, you can open up YouTube and find your favorite JRPG shop music. He goes, "Welcome, Tech Priest Jorg intones, vocally in Gothic without moving his lips, to my humble forge chamber. Here I see to the maintenance of gear and weapons by order of the patron trader Ghost-Driven, and what may I render my services to you." A pixelated little menu pops up at the screen with the following options: trade, talk, help, and leave.
Trade.
Sub-menu pops up of buy and sell.
Do we have anything to sell? By the way, I just posted the rules from Warhammer Fantasy 4th Edition for removing corruption, because there are no, in case we want to do that.
Okay. I will check those out.
Buy.
Can we sell Matt Johnson?
Well, Matt Johnson is no longer in your inventory since I'm with the Megos.
Can we sell the fucked up servitors, I guess? Like, I'm not too happy with my servitor right now. We're about to get two good servitors, right? We're going to get Matt Johnson as a dog, and then we're going to get the dead guy they said they could turn into a normal one.
I feel a strange attachment to mine. I don't want to get rid of it.
I'm weirded out by mine.
Strange
like,
indeed.
When you bite into like an apple and there's a fucking like worm in it or a bug. That's how I feel about this servitor now.
Damn.
For servitor, he will be willing to give you.
I'd buy that.
Okay, you rolled on the low side, so I wasn't sure what value to assign to a servitor.
I can roll back if it's like a fellowship thing. I'm willing to burn that.
You can try and barter him for sure. His base price that he's willing to give you is 1 wealth for a servitor. So you can try and haggle that up or down. Up. Yeah, up.
Yeah, I'll go that up. I'll try to.
Okay, so fellowship on
Is haggle like
you.
its own skill I'm not seeing?
I don't see a direct haggle skill, but you could try and
Cunning, deception,
like,
insight, or persuasion. Once per short or long rest, not per session. So
I feel like you could make an argument for any of those about how you're going about ordering.
I'll just go fucking persuasion. So roll me 6 dice to try to get wealth, and then I have 2 wealth base, and then I got 1 wealth from
The arena
reading
fight?
the room. Yeah.
Okay. So there's 6 die. Does someone else want to roll this, or should I just go ahead and do it?
I'll roll it.
So that's a fun little complication on your success.
Oh, does he pass the check?
Yeah, with a 4, he's actually he's smooth his way in there. You're pointing out some of the flaws on this thing, and you're being very persuasive about well, maybe not flaws. Sorry, you're trying to make this thing look better. You're pointing out all of its wonderful aspects and how great this server has been. You're talking about how it's been through this journey through the lower decks with you and been doing great until he sees that emblazoned on it is a rival Forge Worlds mark. So you have just been praising his rival Forge Worlds work and talking about how great it is. So he understands that it's worth more, but now he's embittered about it and doesn't want to pay you the higher price. It remains 1 wealth, crown, whatever.
Alright, so fuck. Should I just look at like the gear table in here to see what's the war gear table to see what?
Okay, yeah. I can repeat this as many times as you need me to, because I actually wait. I am going to use the typing tool thing.
If it's in Tabletop Simulator, remember I can't see it unless
That's
Alex-
right. Okay.
You can send it in either Mumble or just text me.
Okay, so he has a chainsword, or sorry, to keep it in theme. So a menu pops up when you select buy. It's chainsword ×1, sword ×2, stubborn carbine ×2, stubber ×2, shotgun ×1, arc pistol ×2.
Yep. And are there like attachments like scopes and silencers and all that shit?
Shit, I didn't check the book for that. Let me go there quick.
I have them up.
Where, what rules equipment at? What page is equipment at? For that.
So it's page 228 of the book, but it's the 229th page of the PDF.
Yeah, so he has 1 magnocular scope. Two bayonet lugs. A dueling grip. And 2 silencers. Okay, I have to go over that again. I said 1 mag scope. I think I said 1 dueling grip. Did I say 2 bayonet lugs? And 2 silencers. Alright. Anyone want to buy anything?
Oh. After we're done buying, I'll have to get his attention again. The talk function or help or whatever.
Alright.
How much for the shotgun?
I'm willing to trade in my Galv rifle for the arc pistol plus the dueling grip.
Okay, shotgun will cost a wealth value of 3 at base. You can try and negotiate that. And I'm sorry, you're going to trade in your arc rifle for
the arc pistol and with the dueling grips.
Sold past dueling grips. Where is that with wealth value? Value 3, total 8. Okay, you need to supply 2 more wealth to equal that out, unless you're going to try and negotiate it.
So my Galv rifle's 5, right?
Did I look at it wrong? I thought it said 6. Cav rifle is 5. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong one. Sorry. So article 5. Those 2 cancel each other out. So then you're just paying for the dueling grip, which is a value of 3.
So I have the one extra from the looting the room, and I have the 1 from the servitor.
Okay.
So
Yes.
I'm just gonna try to haggle down 1. Can I use like a tech roll to tell him like he's getting a better deal? Like comparing the Gal rifle to the arc pistol.
I'll allow it.
Alright.
Mike, you want to roll that, or should I? With a 3, you are going to impress him with your awareness and knowledge of the mechanics of them to be able to kind of see that, you know, getting a servitor and, you know, getting this gun and getting rid of, you know, this other gun is, he's really getting the better end of this one. So yeah, that will equal out. So the extra wealth, the server, and your gun trade properly. So he's down to 1 arc stole, and out of the dueling grips.
Oh. I push my way forward, not to buy anything from him, but to draw his attention to the broken Archaeotech sword that I acquired earlier.
Immediately, all of his laser sensors' eyes focus on that, and several of his hands like rise and start running around and above it, taking various readings and poking and prodding here. I am massively impressed by this. Where did you find this relic of Archaeotech?
It was present within the arena that we were fighting to the death in earlier. We acquired it in the aftermath. I was wondering, Adept, if you would be able to bring it back into working order so I could use it in the name of the Omnisire.
Working order. Oh, that's real bad.
What?
He rolled a complication and only 2 successes on his check of this.
We can't do any. Can we do anything about NPC rolls?
Not that I'm aware of. I really don't know of any way for you to actually
burn our like own wrath if it's
I was gonna say yes for the this is where you could influence the story with a wrath and say that no, he is aware of this because of his Forge World previously worked closely with a Space Marine Legion chapter, and he knows about chapter, blueprints for weapons, so he recognizes this as an ancient Space Marine sword, and he knows about it a little bit better. Sure, you could burn a point for that.
Sure, I'll burn wrath for that.
Okay, happy to come up with these for you.
Alex, just for the record, you should use this as a time to either buy a pistol or a melee weapon. Because you can't actually use your shotgun or bolter or whatever it was in melee, according to the rules. We were playing it wrong.
There was
That would be dope.
there was probably a whole bunch of stuff that we did wrong, like from like character creation.
It's fine.
It's
No one's died yet. I mean, no player character has died yet.
Yeah. I think that's probably take a little bit though. I think I might have to try and kill you at this point, so we'll see when that happens. But yes, with your burning of a wrath for a story point, he checks his sword over, and starts to sadly shake his head a bit. I have seen this sword has seen many better days. I fear its machine, the spirit has fled it, and life does not linger within it. But if you look closely at the blade, you will see that it bears house marks of the Space Marine chapters. Faded now, but perhaps once this was a sword held in the very hands of a Captain Space Marine decorated with his victories.
How much for the sword?
How much does a working power sword give?
It isn't his to sell. I extorted it from him fair and square.
That's great. Do you say extorted?
He shrugs at that, 'cause, that's how he would treat aliens too. Sorry, you're on the ship with a bunch of pieces of shit. But he answers with 4 wealth
I value
for the
archaeotech
history of the piece.
more than I value wealth.
He nods in agreement.
We've already run into 2 not space marines, and then a couple more in a warp-induced hallucination, so...
And those ones were real Space Marines in the warp
Yeah.
hallucination.
So there's always a chance.
What about the sword? Ooh, wait, what's a chain sword?
It's just another type of sword. It's in the.
It's a sword with a chainsaw in it. So instead of having cutting blade, it's a chainsaw you hold as a sword.
It's
How
a
much for that?
pretty dope weapon.
That can't be something an Eldar would willingly wield.
Very untrue. Striking scorpions actually wield chainswords.
Is he one of those? No, he's a Corsair.
Yeah.
He may have
If-
walked the
if-
path
if
of
he
Cain.
if he doesn't have one of the sorry, if he
Okay,
doesn't
well,
have one of the
Maybe
Chainsword
the
has
Imperial Line
keywords.
Officer sword would be more
Uh,
apropos.
Chainsword actually has the Eldari Q because striking
Strike
scorpions
kills
them.
Wait, then I should have to pay. Wait, so having a keyword. I'm sorry, I thought keywords decrease.
Shit, yes, you're right. Sorry, I've been doing that wrong.
Yeah, does it decrease or does not having a keyword increase?
Oh god.
Sorry, I'm looking this up.
Yeah, I'm trying to find where the dying weapons.
Page 206 of the PDF, 205 like of the book.
Yeah, sorry, I was past there, scrolling through all the lists of stuff. I got there myself.
So you make a
Rarity.
test, and each keyword gives you 1 extra die for making the test.
Okay, yeah, so then you can spend wealth beyond that to match the cost. Okay.
So can I
Cool.
roll
Yep.
for mine? Give me a second. I need to see how much. I need to see how much it cost. God, there's a lot of gear here.
Yeah. So it's 5, 5, and 3 for you, but I don't remember the keywords all of them.
Wait a second. Influence. Where the fuck is influence? So can someone roll me 2 dice? Any successes count as wealth? I don't know.
You got 3 successes.
Okay.
6 and a 4.
So then I just have all my wealth back, I guess. The 2 I have in my character sheet plus the one I didn't record from looting the room.
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna remake this character sheet, with all the changes that have happened because I haven't done it until now. I'm gonna do that after the session though, because that's gonna take time.
Yeah, I've been actually holding off on XP just because when I'm gonna give a bunch at once for everything that you've done, because I realize you guys have to completely remake your character sheets every time I give you any points of XP to spend.
That's fine. I'm fine with that, honestly.
All right.
It would basically be what is it? Like story advancement or whatever. I forget the name.
Yeah, but it's the story points that you can immediately convert into just buying more character upgrades. Because you don't get XP until you ding. So you're done.
Okay, so
Dylan is looking?
yeah, I'm interested in this chainsword.
I'm happy that you are. So you roll. Your influence. No, sorry, not influence. Is influence? Fuck.
It's in the trades table. It's right above wealth.
Yeah. And for every matching keyword being the first, you can plus 1 bonus die to your int test. So chains keywords. You have Eldari.
You need at least 1 to even be able to make the test anyway.
Yes, you don't have the chain keyword, you don't have the Imperium keyword, and you don't have Chaos keyword yet, because you're not that corrupted yet. So no bonus die.
But Dylan, I think you also have +1 wealth from that room, right?
No. Oh wait, does he?
I thought you traded him 1 for the sword, right? Or no?
No.
Because 2 of us got bonus wealth. One of them was me.
I was the other one.
Yeah, I don't think I got a bonus wealth.
Oh, that's
I thought it might have been you and one of the Space Marines?
No, it was me.
Okay.
The Space Marines didn't loot jack shit.
Well, yeah, then they don't really care about material, so I guess that fits. So, yes, you need to roll 2 dice for your influence test, and that can make this thing cheaper for you. You don't need a red one in there. There's no risk of failing or complicating this.
There is actually.
There is, yes, you need a red, sorry.
If you complicate it, it increases the price. That's what the rulebook says, I'm sorry.
Yep. Well, fine, okay, do it that way. Just roll the max that you can and get the price of a chainsword and die so that you you're in your dice. So yeah, you just get this chainsword. Right? You've just acquired this chainsword successfully with your influence.
Give that
How do you
to me
convince
for
this idea?
you see the Eldari markings on it.
As soon as you point that out, he's pushing it towards you. Yeah. He's
Like, this is
disgusted to
no-
have this thing in his forge, and he wants you to get it away from here.
Oh, I'll get it far away from here. Don't you worry.
The
Thank
power
you very
of
much.
racism.
The only good thing an Eldar has ever done for me.
Is get the hell out of your sight. I agree. Let's go.
Well, hold on. Al wanted to trade some stuff, right?
Correct. I wanted to see how much my knife would be worth.
An Astartes knife has a value of 3. So wait, how does selling shit in this work again?
I think you can just
Requisitioning.
trade value for value. That's
Okay.
let's. I mean, see if you can just trade it for a bayonet.
Now I have to scroll all the way down to the other type of gear.
This is why I often have 2 of these 140 megabyte PDFs open.
Wait, Scott, this was a broken power sword, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Normal ones are a value of 6. So yours is brought down, but then somewhat brought up because of its probably Smarine runes carved onto it. Why can I not find attachments? Here we go, weapon upgrades. Where's bayonet? They go alphabetically. There's bayonet. Oh, so you need. So it's a bayonet lug. So it's a simple device that allows you to mount a blade on your firearm. So with you could put your knife on your bolter, and it has a value of 1. And its keywords are literally any, so you could probably roll this and get it for free.
Yeah. What's
So it's your
wealth
influence.
anyway?
So you roll 1 die with your influence. So it'd be a red one. So you really don't want a 1 on this. But as long as you get assess, you can just get the bayonet lug.
Let's fucking go. Let's do it.
I'm waiting.
Which ones do I roll?
Any of the red, just 1. And tell me what you got on it. Don't just pick it up. You need to roll it.
It
And
just
you
did
got
a perfect flip. I did hit
Did it?
R, but it did a flip.
I mean, I'll take it. I'll believe it. It looks to me like it rolled. That might have just been my shitty temp Wi-Fi USB given a lag spike. So yeah, you acquire a bayonet lug and you kind of fix it to your bolter and now stabby away.
I am
How
ready
do
to
I
stash.
alter corruption and wealth on the Doctors of Doom page? Or is that something I would just have to annotate once I turned it into a PDF?
I don't know. I haven't investigated that, Harry. If it comes to just annotating PDFs, that's not the worst way to go about it.
It's been a couple more months since this thing came out. There might be fillable character sheets out. I'll look. So
Yeah,
there's
print
an
friendly
official
one I
character
have
sheet.
isn't sorry.
So yeah, there is an official character sheet, but yeah, it's not form fillable.
Okay.
Yeah, because when we picked this thing up, this character sheet, this edition of the game was like only a few months old.
Hot off the press. Okay, so everyone has shopped that wants to shop. Is that correct?
How
We're
much
good on
would
the
you
trade?
give for a shuriken pistol?
He doesn't want weird elf weapons.
Yeah, we had established he doesn't want Eldari shit.
That's
yeah,
fair.
he did sell you that chainsword for free because it was Eldar, so I'm not sure if he's opening anything like
nice.
that right now.
I didn't realize that was an Eldari weapon.
He said it had Eldar runes on it, and that's why he gave it to you.
No, the shuriken pistol.
Oh yeah, so that's shuriken weapons are pretty unique to Eldar.
Okay.
That's instead of using bullets, they shoot shurikens at people.
Yeah, that's pretty silly.
So I
We're-
just posted to Mumble another like character sheet kind of site that looks like it's a little bit easier to use because it has like a load from file function. You would download
Okay, yeah, it
actual
looks like
file.
everything is filled. So it might be easier to use Doctor of Doom just to like generate characters, but then copy everything over to here so you can actually have an editable and savable sheet.
Yeah, I think I'll do that after this session.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, all right. Are we now done with shopping?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can.
Yep,
like,
okay.
Chris can shop whenever he shows up.
Okay, yeah, so we'll hold it up there with you guys just about to leave from here. I'll make a quick save. No, nothing really happened. On the game board,
So did Chris mean that he was gonna be late to like our normal time?
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's 9:14 here now, so I don't know how long we want to just hang around and wait, or if we want to. I don't know what we want to do.
I mean, I'm down to keep going. Doesn't matter to me.
I'm fine if we keep going. If he can't make it, he's just praying the whole time because of what he saw, I guess.
Okay.
The Nurgle thing with that dude.
Well, he's Ravengard, Ravengard. So he's just going through an emo phase right now. He's just
Do we want to
sullen
buy
and quiet in the
anything
corner.
for him that he might want? Is there anything in the store that you think he could use?
I think we
I
can
think it would be
just retcon
fair to like retcon in the opportunity for him to buy. Just be like, hey, before we start this next session, here's what was at the shop. Do you have any interest in buying anything like this? Would that? And we can just retcon and say he bought something at this moment. Rather than change his character for him.
That
Yeah, that makes sense.
Wait. Scott,
Yeah.
power swords are normally made of adamantium. How did this thing even break? Like, as just outside the game for a second.
The power part broke, not the sword part.
Oh.
Part of the sword itself is broken. And yeah, adamantium is really, really tough to break. But the Horus Heresy saw a lot of demonic incursions, and demons can fuck up adamantium, especially since like Space Marine armor is made out of adamantium.
Thought it was made out of ceramite.
That's right, ceramite. Sorry, they are two different things. Yeah, ceramite's technically like not a metal; it's actually like a rock.
Well, either way, I've got a really baller paperweight right now.
Yeah, you do.
I thought he's gonna fix it.
He can't. I think he implied that we need to find a space marine. Somebody.
It's of such ancient make and so thoroughly damaged that he himself like can't fix it. He has said that the machine spirit has fully fled the machine. So it's a fully dead relic in his eyes.
Does it have just the stats of like a normal sword then for now?
I hadn't actually considered if you try to hit something in the face.
Well, I have like 1 strength, so if I were actually trying to use a broken sword at the moment, I'd simply just retool the character.
You'd probably just like shatter your arm.
Yeah. No, I mean, my toughness is high. My strength isn't.
Those weak, fleshy muscles in your arms still, while your legs are nice and metal.
Yeah, if I just swing it with my legs with that +2 speed.
I mean, it sounds pretty Skitarish to have like a thumb on your foot for doing specifically
It's
that.
extremely Skitarius. Yeah, I guess since it's a damaged sword and is missing elements of the blade, we'll go knife damage. So it's strength +2 if you try and melee with that thing.
Hey, Michael, you can't get into melee. You don't have a pistol or melee weapon.
I mean, that's why I run real good.
That's fair.
I refuse to settle for a lesser sword anyway.
It's only been a few minutes, but Chris hasn't responded to Dylan's text.
Unless, like,
So-
the Magos is somehow even more tech adept than the, whatever his position was.
Yeah, this guy's just an adept. So he is technically like in he would be in servitude underneath the Magos. The Magos is very much definitely a several like heads above him in terms of knowledge and everything.
Well, I'll just have to mosey on over back to him and get his attention. Brought him enough surprises, what's one more?
Well, as y'all go to leave, the adept nods his motionless face towards you. Farewell, he intones.
Oh, hey, look who's
Hey, Bob.
here.
Yo!
Hey,
Huzzah!
I made it.
Woo. So you've made it to the very exciting shopping time.
Yeah, come get new gear, Chris.
So
You
there
need
are
a
list
melee
things.
weapon. Get a bayonet log. Be dope like Alex.
Isn't he out of those?
Yes, he had one. No, you had 2 bayonet lugs. Sorry, you had
Oh.
1 dueling grip, 2
No,
bayonet
never
glove.
mind.
The chainsword is gone. Dang it.
What's on the menu?
You can't see
So
his
there
old
are
messages.
2 swords. 2 stubber carbines, 2 stubbers, a shotgun, a 1 arc pistol, 1 mag. I forget the exact name of it, but a scope. 1 bayonet lug, and 2 silencers.
What's a bayonet lug do?
It's just the attachment that you put onto your gun that you can attach a weapon to as a
Got
bolt.
it.
It's a bayonet. Yeah, sorry.
No worries.
It lets you use mechanically it lets you use your weapon as a knife without having to like switch when someone gets into melee with you.
Okay. And the silencer, does that attach to my rifle?
It could, yes.
What
I'm
would
trying to find where it is. Sorry.
It works for bolts. It's the absolute last thing. It's page 230.
Okay. Documents.
So what that
Thank
means
you. I
is
keep
like
scrolling
if you're
past that
hidden. Sorry. Well, so mechanically, if you're hidden and you fire a silencer, it gives you like a +2 dice bonus. Like when on the roll to stay hidden after you shoot.
Got it.
Hello.
And your sniper rifle is actually silent already. You need a scope on it.
All right.
Or
Then.
not scope. Sorry.
I'm gonna
Silencer.
put a silencer on the silencer. It's gonna make it
Super silent.
trans silent. Like
Is this
transonic.
like? Is this the you know one? Is this like 3 lefts make a right? Where if you 3 silencers on, it gets loud again? Do you want to buy all the silencers?
It launches the silencer off of the weapon and uses that as an additional missile.
No, I would think
Excellent.
that like the silencer flies with the bullet, so they don't even know they've been hit.
All right. Yeah. So wait, I can attach my knife to the bayonet lug then. So I already have the knife. Is that how that'll work?
Yes, that would yeah. So you would be able to
Okay.
put that on your you could have a
Oh, okay, I
bayoneted
see.
sniper rifle.
I see. Yeah, I mean, shit.
Okay, so
sorry,
yeah, with
one more
buying
time.
stuff.
What? Oh yeah, go on.
Sorry, no. You can ask your question. Sure,
Oh
first.
yeah. What else was there? One more time that you think would be beneficial to me? I'm looking at like the weapons list right now.
Yeah, I don't know. You have a melee weapon already, like in your knife, so you could get a sword if you want to.
Yeah.
To have I don't know if it's actually better to go and compare that. And you have a long-range weapon already, so you could get the other arc pistol if you want a gun melee. Shotgun if you want a range gun.
I think I'll take the arc pistol. Violent outbursts of concentrated energy sounds like my style. And then how does that work? Buying it.
So yeah, Dan helped me out with this. Thank you, Dan. So you need
Influence minus influence plus any relevant tags. The number of tags on the weapon.
Yes, he doesn't actually have any keywords, which means that he can't requisition it, from what I was reading in there, which means that he can't request it from a requisition officer. Since you're actually selecting from a list, I don't think you... I think it goes with the you need words to match it, but not... Because otherwise he just can't acquire this pistol, even though it's on sale here, which...
I mean, I see like if it's already like at the shop.
Yeah,
especially
that's
'cause,
my
like, we just
understanding
did a
of
quest
trying to
for the
requisition
Magos.
it.
Like we just did
So
a
it
quest
still
for the
operates die roll, but you don't have to requisition. So you're rolling influence, which you have as a 2. And this can make it cheaper for you.
Got it. Is that just 2 dice?
Yep.
God, I feel like I have like the fucking Ligma variant.
What's Ligma?
Okay.
Well, damn. All right.
You mean the Sugma variant?
Oh, what's Sugma?
Sugma balls.
God. Operation Gotham was a success. Okay. So with your 2 success on that, value goes down to 3, which means you need to spend 3 wealth on buying. And you start with a wealth of 2.
Oh, Can I rip off some skulls and trade that in? See, there's a lot of prisoners following us. Perhaps.
They're not ours. They're
Oh.
the captains.
Fair enough. All right. Well,
Can we spend like wrath to like lower the cost, Scott? Like to alter the story to lower the cost?
I suppose, yeah.
You got 2 wrath, Chris.
Yeah, you could spend a story point to, like, I don't know, the pistol is marked by your chapter or something. You could pull something like that out.
Some fanciness.
Yeah.
Well, is there anything else in the shop that is worth 2 pence?
Well, if you want to actually try getting the bayonet thing, like you roll the die the same, and the bayonet only has a value of 1. So as long as you get 1 success, you decrease its value, and you can get a net for free without paying for it. You use influence to get it.
Ah.
So you could try that if you want to get that and your bayonet. For cost of 2, I think all the weapons are over 2, but
Got it.
like every time you try and buy something, this influence test to see how much cheaper you make it.
So, can I spend a wrath point to say that, and I can kind of make a story thing in your parameters? That's what it is, right?
Ah, absolutely. Yep. You can freely spend a wrath point to make a story beat as long as it's not too far and outlandish.
Power gaming or something, I guess.
Yeah, no, your Primarch falls through the roof of the ship and says, "Give it to him for free," before flying away. Yeah.
Let's see, arc pistol.
I grew wings.
Well, you need more corruption before you can make that one happen. Gotta mutate them.
The real big bad evil guy was the friends we made along the way. I have a feeling that's how this is gonna turn out.
That might be what I'm pushing for a little bit here and there.
Skitari or Adeptus?
Or
Yes.
Adeptus Mechanicus, but...
Ah, jeez. Like, brain is fried right now.
How do I edit this?
Just copy everything over to that link I sent, because that should be editable. Like it's like a form fillable thing. You can save the characters as JSON then, and then just upload it again when you need to change it. I was gonna do it when I'm done. Or when we're done.
The shopkeep is it an intelligent man?
Yes, it's an adept of the Adeptus Mechanicus, so
okay.
he's
So I'm
a
not
pretty
fast.
competent.
Okay.
I mean, you can. Everyone else, or Dan has definitely tried to haggle a little bit here and there, and has had some success.
Okay.
So you kind of have to pick which. Are you trying to like intimidate him? Are you trying to pull some cunning? You kind of have to pick your poison for how you want to go about trying to barter your price, but you could definitely try and change the price that way.
Okay. So, Mr. Hail, well met, Mr. Adeptus Mechanicus.
He's Tech Priest Yorg. I keep Tech Priest Yorg. I keep saying it real fucked uply. But
That's
yeah,
his name.
Yorg.
Oh, my Tech Priest Yorg, there have been many tales spun about you, Adeptus Mechanicus. I myself am a Adeptus of sorts, you might say, as you can see by my stature, yet lack of power armor. In service of the greatest being in the universe, I would like to bargain with you about your wonderfully crafted, beautiful arc pistol. I see that it is 3 things, and I only have 2 things. And I would
Yeah, I
like
don't
to...
like how this game handles money by just saying like, it's wealth, abstract wealth, deal with it.
I could certainly pay you 2 things today, and you could just have it on credit that in the very near future I will return back with another 2, not just 1, but 2 things, thus netting you 4. What say you?
That's all very like all those words sound good. What of your skills are you really using to
Shit.
Is this your like are you using your deception with this? That doesn't quite sound like a deceptive, maybe deception, but I don't know,
maybe...
cunning.
Deceiving himself into paying more for it.
Is this like a
it's
leadership where you're kind of showing off your space marine leadership? I'm not sure.
Okay. Thank you for the suggestions on that. As I'm not very adeptus at this currently. Haha! Well met, brother. Ignore what I just said. Because I am a really awesome servant of the Emperor of Mankind, and you see all these dudes back here, all back there. Yeah, man. If it wasn't for me and only me, the captain would not have enslaved them. Or if my understanding of the story up until this point. Either way, I've been collecting many skulls from vanquished foes, and to continue in the service of the Emperor, I require an arc pistol that I will pay you 2 things for, and it would be much appreciated. And the Emperor thanks you. How about that?
I interject, ask if that is a satisfactory answer.
Do you cock your galv rifle?
Get him.
He quickly buzzes along the news sphere and hears about what happens with satisfactory answers, and nods that
right.
2 will do.
All right, it is satisfactory. I mean, it is acceptable. Thank you. I give him the 2.
And you get an arc pistol.
Hell yeah! Thank you. Thanks for playing along with that one. You know what? I'm cool on the bayonet. It's done so much for me.
Okay.
Are we gonna pass by the? Are we approaching the generals?
Well, as you go to leave, the Magos, not Magos, the adept cocks his head, and you hear like another buzz about him, as if like he's really quickly receiving a message, and turns to you. Magos Treviant has just received word. Our honorable captain, the Honorable Sir Salvius Julianus IV, is asking to whereabouts through ship command channels. You are requested on the bridge with all haste. As such, you have been granted a one-time use permit of the ship's main spinal tram. Congratulations. Please follow the service call to the nearest elevator. A servo comes up behind you as if on cue. And on an old channel of the news sphere, he broadcasts, "Blessings of the Omnisire. Knowledge is power. Guard it well." And then turns around and goes back, shuffling to his earlier work.
So can we bring the prisoners on this transport thing?
You can ask the servo skull, what about our prisoners, and it will transmit the message to the Magos. And his voice comes back. I can certainly send them over to you along with you, or you may leave them in my care.
I think we should bring them to show what we've been doing. Look who we recovered. Look at these fuckboys. because we probably took longer than they thought we would, and dude might be mad, and he doesn't seem very smart, so I don't want to make him mad.
Affirmative. Comes the reply over the vox of the servo skull, and within a moment, some more servitors come shuffling up along with your prisoners, kind of held in between them, as if the servitors are the guards, and they deposit them with you. And then the Mago's voice comes back over the servo skull. Now, with all haste, I do not long to be the reason for your delay to see the captain, our honorable Sir Salvius Julianus IV. Please proceed up the elevator. So yes, you a door grindingly opens. You all step in, and your prisoners with you. Wait, Dan, I'm sorry. I forget. Did you end up trading your servitor away in this?
Yes.
I'm just trying to make sure the monitors. Okay. And which one was yours? Just not Quintus's or Bender?
I think not Quintus's was mine, because Bender is his.
Okay.
Because he's Quintus.
Please insert girder.
So you still have Bender.
No, Mike has Bender.
That's what I mean. Sorry, the party still has Bender.
And then we're gonna get Dingus McDogface later, I presume.
And Dennis.
Sorry, I just need to save the new group real quick, and I forget where the save items is. Save object. Okay, so you enter the elevator. It's a wide, obviously service elevator shaft. This is not a comfort or personable elevator. Grinding, screeching tones. It judders up through the ship. And finally, with one last squealing protest, it comes to a grinding metal halt. Mesh doors before you, and step out into a wide, tall, dim hallway that proceeds into darkness in either direction. You all recognize this type of area. The main spinal column of the ship that normally proceeds from end to end of the... And on a fully staffed vessel, this hallway would always be teeming with light, no matter on which part of the ship you are, with constant bustling crew to and fro and servitors. Here on this ship, it's eerily quiet. And I need to get the party in the game.
Captain is so concerned.
There is the group with... Yes, okay. You and all your prisoners, I'm pretty sure. So yes, you have been told there's supposed to be some tram you're supposed to take. It's not obviously here in front of you. What are y'all doing in this giant dark hallway?
Would any of us like know if like the tram is like periodically comes through, or if there's like some sort of station we have to get to?
You could definitely roll like a knowledge check, some sort of knowledge check, scholar, or I guess maybe awareness if you're looking for like timetables for a tram or something.
I guess do awareness, because I have a lot more of that than scholar. Someone roll 5 dice for me, please.
We need 5 dice.
Yes, please, 5 dice. Dan, I can hear you eating.
Yeah. Dylan, you should stop eating.
Or put on push to talk. It could be a bong too. Like it's difficult to tell over the mic.
So 3. And no complication.
With a 3, you investigate the walls and see that like there are some, obviously just propaganda posters, some normal ship crew, just writing on the walls, but nothing looks recent enough to really hold pertinent information, and nothing like a tram schedule that you would.
Honestly, I'm kind of scared to just like walk down here because if there's like a tram coming, we're gonna get fucking flattened. Like, are there like obvious like indentations in the wall where you're supposed to wait, or is it just a hallway?
So with that awareness, you see that like in the clear middle of the hallway there are 2 rails that a tram could run up and down.
Gotcha. Do we know the general direction that we need to be moving into to get back to the bridge?
Yes, you are. The direction of the board that you're on is the furthest from the bridge currently. So like the direction that you're on would be more towards the engines. The farther edge is leading towards the bridge.
Let's start walking, I guess. Yeah.
All right. Are y'all like keeping watch at all? Any formation to this?
I will scout ahead.
I'll take up the rear with somebody, I guess. And then we can have 2 people in front too, right? Or can I not do math?
I'll stay.
You got 5 of you.
Yeah, we do have 5 of us.
So we got Constantius and Quintus front. Back.
Yeah, and I guess put Alex with me because he's not talking.
I'm here.
Oh yeah, so we're bringing up the rear.
And Eldar chilling alongside.
I suppose so.
Alright. So y'all get to about there. There's the 2 in the back. So Dan and Alex, if you could both give me some awareness checks.
Someone roll 5 dice for me, please.
Yay. 4.
Okay. Ooh, that's a wonderful complication on Alex.
I didn't roll yet.
Wait, who's orange? That was Dylan. Okay.
I'm rolling that. Dang.
Okay, 3 on you. Okay. So the 2 of you, 2 of you would be the first to hear this. Several moments of walking starts from behind you. First, the dim light, then finally, as the light grows from a mote to a speck to a dot to an orb in seconds, the noise comes. Grinding wheels, the howl of an engine. Then at last, you see it coming towards you. And I need to do a thing. Bam. It comes hurtling up the hall and pulls to a squealing stop at the spot of the elevator. Now arriving. Designation missing. Stop. 4 figures saunter out.
I
Sorry, what was that?
I put my hand on my pistol.
Ooh, I do the same thing on my new pistol. That's right.
Who the fuck are these jokers? It's the first guardsman in some dark drab gear asks.
Do I get the feeling he's asking about us or the people we have?
He's very clearly like talking to this entire group. To the next figure that walks out. Why don't you go ask? Another much more disturbingly garbed sarcastically responds. As he revs his chainsword and flicks a switch on his las pistol.
Ooh.
Come on, train.
That must be a very strong psyker.
Chaos is strong. As the last 2 exit, the air becomes heavy and oily almost. A faint chill sweeps down the hall. Laughter from nowhere echoes from a moment, and 2 bloated, formed servants of chaos exit the tram. A psyker, brain swollen from tainted rituals, and a beastman, reeking of unwashed filth and coated with dried gore. Unseen elements, unpredicted. The psyker's words slide throughout the air without it speaking. The agent did not tell us of them. Kill them, brates the beastman. Kill them, maim them, mock the flesh. The gods see this.
Their psychers using the same trick I do.
Sucks for them that I'm already a demigod.
Let's murder these guys. So, who goes first if we already had our hands on our weapons?
If it's fair combat and not a surprise, you guys first round.
Well, Alex and I are up front. I don't know who should go first.
Yeah, I can go.
Yeah, murder someone. Go murder somebody.
You got it. Marmaduke bringing it up.
All right.
Oh, so I'm at the back. I'm towards the right. Alex, I'm next to you, right? We're at the back. I thought we were at the front. Or wait, no, where the fuck are I'm confused.
We're in the front.
We are at the front.
The
We're in the
train
back,
came
but-
from behind,
Yes,
so it's
I
not the
got
front
you.
run.
I got you.
So, let's see. I think I can reach him with my gun, right? You know what? How many grenades do I have left?
Let's...
We should have re-upped at the. You should be back at whatever you started with, right? Is that how? Because we stopped at the armory, right? They would give us armor.
Yeah.
arms.
I'll say you got to restock on ammo. And yes, you are very much within range of everything. Your medium range is 24, your short is 12, so you're just barely in short range as you are, yeah, if you shoot the
Nice.
Beastman. The Psyker is just over 12, and yeah, you'd have to move to try hitting the guardsman on the other side of the tram.
I want to go for these 2 with the grenade. Like if I land it, like.
Word. Let's do grenades right this time. I think I overpowered them last time.
This game is so goddamn crunchy.
How many dice do I need to roll?
I'm trying to figure that out. Okay, strength times 4.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Word. I'm trying to find where wire thrown at weapons.
I'm also cutting a stencil while we play, so I'm making good progress though.
Sorry, I just realized I was pressing the wrong key to try and push to talk. So it's thrown, strength times 4. That means you roll your strength skill. The number of successes times 4 is how far you can throw this grenade.
Oh boy.
So you have a strength of 4. So you roll 4 dice. Since this is an attribute test, it has a chance to fail and go south. So one of them has to be a fun little red die.
Okey-doke. Ready?
I'm ready.
Wow.
Alright, so you wind up and 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato. It's a slippery potato. It kind of falls out of your finger and only goes 4 inches from you.
Put the pin back. Put the pin back.
Sweet, that's not a lot of distance.
Is he within the blast radius?
He might be. I remember we had trouble figuring out what the range for medium is.
There's a blast table somewhere. It's a difficulty number 3 to hit any target within range. How do you fuck it up? It's page 208 of the book.
Where are you seeing the Oh, dang it. Sorry, I was on 208 of PDF, so blast X So how does blast medium come into that? Okay, blast 6. So blast rating 6 means that it can target 3 mobs.
Did a Space Marine
What?
seriously fail a difficulty number 3 ballistics test?
Then what the fuck is the strength rating for on the throne?
I think you might just have to be over that to make it. Is there like a fucking table for thrown weapons?
I can't find thrown weapons in the rulebook. This is just an issue of the character sheet is just out of date.
No. Okay, so look at that same page, top left, the top left paragraph, the first paragraph on the page.
You on 208 again?
Yeah.
Okay, so strength 4 times 4, range of 16. Okay, so it's not a skill check, that's the range. Okay. Chill the fuck out with all this crunch.
We'll get it
So
eventually.
yes, it's in range. You can hit both of them. You now have to roll a ballistic skill check, sorry. So you have 7 die to roll, and one of them has to be a red die.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's a lot more than a 3. No exalted icons to shift. You can hit both of them. Frag grenade is 10 plus 4 extra damage die, so you're rolling 14 die for damage right now. And you don't need a red in there.
Putting a red in anyway because I need it.
Fair enough.
What? I've only.
It's a good thing that red doesn't actually matter. Alright, you got 8 successes in there, so that's pretty nice. Alright, so the Psyker is going to be trying to soak some wounds here. And so as your grenade goes off, there's that kind of foul flare energy that absorbs a lot of the energy and shards that are flying at the Psyker. But definitely does take a bit of the concussive blast on a few shards of shrapnel and is bleeding a bit from a few new open wounds. As for the Beast Man, so Beastman takes more of this blow to the face. Literally has scorched and Like deeply red, wounded, raw bits of exposed flesh after the explosion clears away. Is still standing and snarling in rage at you.
Nice.
So he's actually gonna go.
We can take initiative.
You can. You want to spend a glory.
I'm gonna burn.
I asked him if he's seen Boris lately.
I don't get it.
What? I couldn't hear what you said. Boris upgrade.
Never mind, it doesn't matter. He's a little far away from Drakewald Forest anyway.
Oh, yeah, sorry, my old world lore is lacking. So okay, yeah, if you're burning a glory to go, you can interrupt.
I will go. Okay. All right, Alex, can you zoom in a little bit? How far away am I from the closest dude that Alex just tossed a grenade at? Someone needs to measure.
I have 12.7 to the Beastman, 12.8 to the Psyker, 15.1 to the First Guardsman, sorry it's not showing their names, and 15.5 to the leftmost Guardsman.
Give me 1 sec, I'm pulling up my range table. So I'm gonna move close enough. So the Beastman is the guy all the way on the left, right? In Alex's vision. I'll move up just enough to get him at the edge at 12. Because 12 was my medium.
Beastmost, and I'm sorry, I'm not on Al's vision, just to...
He's the closest one.
So I'm not trying to stream some stuff. Yes, yeah, he's the closest one.
Can you move me up just enough to get him within 12 inches, please?
Okay, so you're moving like not even a full inch then. But yeah, I will fiddle with the specifics. So you are in short range. You're getting the +1 on an attack roll. Is that right?
Yeah, it's +1 on attacks.
Okay.
That's a total of 9. So someone roll 9 for me.
Just did it. Son of a bitch, you got a party glory. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can... Okay, now you can shift one of those exalted icons for extra damage. Not both. Sorry, I thought you could do both for a second.
I'm gonna do that, and I get 1 extra damage dice to begin with. But my AP is -1, which, as far as I can tell, doesn't. I don't understand how that works.
I think it removes resilience, I want to say.
Yes. That is how that works.
My AP is -1, not 1. Or what? Or am I...
Correct. So you make it harder on him.
Oh.
AP is always a minus. You subtract that from his resilience.
Okay, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Alright, so I have 14 normal damage dice, 1 extra damage dice, and then I shift 1. So that's 16 damage dice, right?
This motherfucker's gonna be dead.
Which one, the Psyker or the Beast?
The Beast Man.
My goat boy's gonna be dead.
1, 2,
He's a goat
3,
boy?
6. Oh, 7.
7 and with an AP -1 on his resilience.
Wait, so he's a goat boy, is what y'all just said, right?
He's a goat boy.
Alright, I know what pun I'm gonna say when I kill him.
Okay, so you did 7. He gets to try and soak this, but he needs perfect roll on the. That's not a bad soak roll, but in this dire circumstance, in these grim dark times, your arc pistol. How does your brand new arc pistol violently just charge its energy and fry this goat boy? And what is your pun?
So it like hits him square in the chest, and he just starts vibrating, like seizing violently, and his head just like explodes off of his body. And then I turn to the psyker next to him and say, "It looks like I just got your goat."
That's bad.
Yeah,
Very
we say
bad.
there's no points for bad puns.
In my last Pathfinder campaign, that was the only way to get inspiration, was to make bad puns when you killed things.
Good job at the bad pun.
Good job of bad pun, but that is not how I award wrath and glory out.
I completely understand. It was bad.
All right. Well, you double grab the turns. So my goat boy is dead. So my psyker is gonna fuck y'all up in revenge. My speed is 2 because I'm dragged down by these heavy chains. Chains of the mind, man. And psychic powers, because of course you can't have everything conveniently in one section in this rulebook.
I have multiple copies of the rulebook up at once, and it definitely fucks with preview. It like doesn't respond fast, but it lets you have multiple.
I'm not even bothering with preview. It is crap preview on me. I am just into having this open in a web browser. I should be doing multiples.
What we should do is just like, you should cut it up by chapter.
Yeah.
And only have like the relevant, like, because there's like 2 chapters we commonly go to, weapons. And...
I've written down pages for like crits, combat, complications, regular complications. I have all that stuff written down. It just hasn't actually come up to where I have to jump to those pages yet. I'm ready for it when it happens, but we're not there. Where's pyromancy? There's pyromancy. That's not the tool, that's the tool. Oh, perfect. Since he moved to exactly 12 inches, his 12 inches moves him exactly to 10, his 2 inches moves him exactly to 10 inches. So he's gonna cast Molten Beam on you.
No!
He is stretching forth his open hand and releasing a beam of blindingly bright light at his foes. This extremely hot beam of raw power melts even the hardest metal to slag, and the air close to the beam's passage catches fire. And he can also drag this in 10 meters, but only at his 10-meter range, so you're the only person he's actually in range of.
Lucky me.
Very. So this is a psychic test. So first he has to pass it, but then Dylan will have the chance to deny the witch afterwards.
Yeah, what is
he gets
deny
it
the
off.
witch?
So, sorry, I didn't mean to ping those. When a psychic power goes off by someone else, and you know that a psychic power is happening, you can attempt to shut that power down. So you will then roll your psychic mastery, and you need results equal to or greater than the level of the skill that they cast.
Okay, so my psychic mastery is 8.
Yes. I am trying to find... Rogue Psychiatry is also 8. So... This psychic test has to happen first. We have to see if the psychic goes off, and then you can try and stop it. If it goes off and you fail to stop it, they get to do damage then.
Protect me.
Okay, 5, and...
Why should I?
Because I advocated to stop the Space Marines from killing you multiple times.
Okay.
Multiple beam has a DN of the target's defense. Okay. What is Vale Solo's defense? Defense of 2. So with a 4, that absolutely goes off. But yeah, so now, Dylan, you can now do your Psychic Mastery test, and you only need successes to stop this.
How many successes does he need?
Dylan only needs 2 successes to stop it.
You got this, bro. I believe in you. I say that in character.
Well, very much a success. Resounding success. With 3 6s and a 4, you definitely beat the necessary 2, but there's a nice little complication there. Yeah. So I guess, yeah, let's roll this one on the psychic table and see what happens. I was thinking maybe deflect the beam at somebody, but nah. Okay, so you have to roll 2d6. So the red dice is the tens column, the white dice is the singles column. This tells me what peril is going to happen to you. 16. A clammy mist starts to roil up from these decks, surrounding you in a 25-inch radius. The mist obscures vision and distorts sound with weird echoes for 1 round. All tests made inside the mist that rely on sight or hearing are made at +2 difficulty. So shooting into and shooting out of the mists is now +2 harder.
Okay. Do we know who's up next?
It will be your turn because the psychic power failed to go off and that was his turn. Although I'm actually going to spend a ruin.
Wait, so
and interrupt.
where is this effect happening? Sorry.
25 inches around Dylan.
So the whole fucking map.
Actually, yes. I thought I made a map big enough, and then Dylan has to go and crowd everything in Psychic Mist.
I mean, we're in a ship hallway. There's no possible way for it to be not bigger than this, right? I don't know. This is like a 4-lane highway width, right? This is a huge fucking room.
This is a big hallway, yeah. Maybe I should have added even more tiles and made it wider, but I mean, inches equal meters, in the world, so it's 5 meters, which is a pretty decent distance.
Yeah, okay. No, I mean, this is a lot. This is just a large...
Yeah, okay. I didn't quite do the inches to meters, and was just looking at how many inches it was on the map and was disappointed with that, but no, that's fine. Yeah, that's good. Okay.
So my movement is 8. Is that how far I can move in 1 turn, or is there any way I can go farther than 8 in 1 turn?
You can sprint, dash. I forget how that would. I think you would double your speed. And you can also charge into melee, and charging doubles your move, but you have to end in melee with it.
Okay, so let me use my new chainsword. I don't know what the stats of that are. I have to look that up in the rulebook.
Yeah.
So like 205.
Oh, sprinting. When you sprint, you may move triple your speed in inches in a straight line, but it's a full round action, so you can't do anything other than that. So you probably don't want to sprint. And chainsaw.
Yo, psycho those guys though. Smite them.
I don't have smite, I don't believe.
Alright, never mind. Go chainsaw.
Oh,
them.
you swap for it.
I don't know. I have to find. I'm just on the online version of my character sheet right now.
Yeah, compel otherworldly voices, Cinescience, and deny the witch. I thought at one point, like we said, we swapped one of those for smite, but you have used both of them since, so I guess we'll stick with you having those two. Yeah, alright. So Chainsword is on page something or other. Page 213 on the PDF, in the PDF, 212 in the book. So, it's gonna be your strength plus 5 on damage, and you attack with your, not ballistic skill, weapon skill.
Okay, so my weapon skill is 4. My strength is 2.
And if your speed is 8, then yeah, you're in range to charge the Psyker, but not the Guardsman.
Yeah, so I'm gonna charge the Psyker and then into a melee with the chainsword.
Dig it.
I'm not finding it. At least not its stats. Like, I see a
Should be-
paragraph about it.
Page 213 of the PDF has like a block for chain weapons. Chainsword should be the the second one down.
Oh, okay, I see it. I was going by the numbers of the actual book, and it was like a couple pages down from
Gotcha.
that. Okay, so my damage is strength plus 5, so 7 damage. Then what's the 4 ED extra?
Yeah, it's the extra damage die.
I don't
So
get
if you
why there's damage and extra damage. Like, how does that function in this game?
so whenever you shift to whatever your extra damage is, you add that many die.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah, that's something I was getting wrong earlier. I think I've been doing it right since I realized how that actually works.
Oh no, I fucked up. I should have only been rolling 15 damage dice instead of 16 then. Oh, too late. Whatever. My bad.
I mean, you get the like the one standard extra damage. Like it says, like 5 plus 4, so like you get that one. 5 plus 4 would equal 9, and then if you shift more, it would go up exponentially, like 13, 17, 21. I believe, think, and hope.
Okay. So charging. So this just the standard damage would be 7.
Oops, sorry, didn't mean to ping. So strength plus 5, so 7, and then the extra damage, so 11 die on your standard roll, and then for every time that you shift, you add 4 more extra damage die.
Yeah, it looks like you just get one of the extra damage dice for free.
Yeah.
Which is an odd
You
way
gotta
to do
make
it.
your weapon skill hit first before you do damage.
My weapon skill is 4.
Yeah,
Does
so you
that
gotta
need a
roll that
red
check
die?
first. Yep, because you can complicate and drop your sword and spend forever picking up. Yeah, that's a kind of less than stellar. A 1 success is not hit. You
Damn.
do still have 2 of your wrath to spend on a reroll, and you have
Yeah, I'm
some
gonna
party glory
do
you could
that.
spend on rerolls.
I'm gonna
Alright.
use one of my wrath.
Word. That'll hit. The 5. You unfortunately can't shift because if you will be below, yeah, you will be too far low. So no extra shifting. Yes, you are now rolling 11 die. But here's something that we've been missing. Brutal. I need to double check that because I think you need to mark out your extra damage die.
Did you like double
Because
damage or
brutal-
some bullshit?
Yes. Brutal, on a result of a 1 and 2, you inflict no weapon extra damage. So with brutal weapons, your extra damage die are different. Yeah. On a roll of 1 or 2, no extra damage. On a 3 or 4, you inflict 1 extra damage. On 5 and 6, you inflict 2 extra damage. So you have a much window for extra damage die damage with brutal weapons.
That explains
So
why
7
you
normal
get extra
ones,
damage dice for free.
4 extra damage ones.
What? How many do it roll?
Yeah, sorry, so much chunk in this game. Roll me 4 red, 7 normal. Red is not bad in this scenario.
Red is very, very good. You're gonna hurt someone very badly, Dylan.
I am pretty sure you are just gonna chainsaw this guy like straight down the line.
This reminds me of that episode from Community where they're all telling scary stories and Shirley goes, and he chainsawed them to bits. And then he put them back together and he chainsawed them again.
Well, dang. Not as many. Like the 2 1s on your red die kind of think. But the 5 is damage instead of 1, and the 3 is 1 damage. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Roll down to him. Yeah, he gets to try and soak this. Wait, shit, no, that was 1 dice too many. He will soak 1 of those, but that's still a lot of damage going through. So yeah, how was your chainsaw sword murder this exploded head man?
You think your beams are so fucking cool? Fuck your beams. And then I slice them in half the same way Trunks slices Cyber Frieza and just goes straight down the middle. And his vision halves while his brain function is still going on. As one half of him falls more quickly than the other to the ground.
Fantastic. And it ends with 2 bloody halves laying in front of you. Are you guys gonna spend another party glory to seize the initiative, or
Should we?
is it gonna be my turn?
What do you guys think?
I think we should, just so someone can get up and help cover Dylan because his character is a little squishy.
When do I get to crack skulls?
Right now, if you want.
All right. I want
Do
to crack
it!
some skulls with my sniper rifle, but like with the projectile that comes out at the end of the barrel, though.
But you
You
know
should
that
still try to move up to cover
there's a
Dylan.
bunch of psychic mist.
Shit. Psychic
I
mist.
actually forgot about
yeah,
the psychic mist already.
That damn psychic mist. I know exactly what that does to me.
It's like -2 on all attack. What is it, Scott? I forget.
The difficulty goes up by 2.
Okay.
of anything vision based. Vision or hearing based, actually. It muffles sound and is hard to see through.
All right. I'm going to. Yeah, move. How far can I move?
You have a speed of 7, so you can move 7 inches.
That's what she said.
You know, anywhere right around there-ish.
Okay. I'm gonna move up.
You could
Or-
sprint and go 3 times your speed.
Or then do I get an attack?
No.
Or do I get a disadvantage?
I'm
Hello.
not sure.
Who's Erebus?
That's Scott.
That's Scott.
And we can't hear him right now.
Hmm.
He connected again. He said his internet is having issues because he's using a USB adapter.
Yeah, it looks like it's lagging a bit in game. Yeah, it's lagging in game. Maybe somebody else wants to host. I don't know if that'll help him out a bit. Oh wait, he has all the shit, doesn't he?
Yup. Although, yeah, there's no way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sprinting is a full round action.
Got it.
So you can
Oh, no.
you would be able to charge if you want, but that has to end in a melee attack.
Got it. Dan, are you a pharmacist or what do you do?
I'm a chemist who works at a pharmaceutical company.
Ah, okay.
Hey, I can hear voices again.
I can
Hey.
hear you.
Yeah, so you would be able to go 21 inches, but only if it ended in a melee attack. So I don't know if you're close enough to either of the 2 remaining alive enemies.
Yeah. I'm trying to.
So-
did
so
anybody
say
else
it.
get booted?
Everyone got booted in 4,
Okay. Cool.
so full disconnect. Yeah.
Fuck.
God, like today, I woke up at 6 in the morning, and we are doing this like training where we have to like do this like it's called prolonged field care, where like basically we're training for like a situation where you're fighting like a adversary like China or Russia that will like have air superiority. So you got to learn how to keep someone alive for 72 hours. And it is like the craziest medical training I've ever done. Totally don't feel prepared for it, but I'm like studying like IV drip rates and all this kind of shit right now. We had like a notional patient like die on us, and it was like such a shitty fucking feeling because we were working on him for like 12 hours. But that's what I had to do all day today, and that's why I was late. And I just felt like sharing because it was actually a pretty unique experience, but also really harrowing at the same time.
That sounds really intense.
Dude, it was, man. We had this patient, and he was like it's a role player, but they wear these things called cut suits. So like they're like prosthetics that they apply for them that they can like bleed and everything. And like he had like these massive burns and like these bilateral massive hemorrhaging on his legs, and like we were doing everything we could for this guy for 12 hours and like giving him blood and everything, and then like his like vital signs just like crash, and then like over the period of an hour they just keep getting lower and lower no matter what we do. And then like finally it was like a movie, man. We were like doing CPR on him, and like the leader had to call like the medical doctor to get clearance to like discontinue the CPR, and he was like, all right, I'm calling it. And then like all of us just like were like staring blankly at the wall and like hung our heads down, and everybody got like really quiet, and it was just like almost felt like crying, dude, like for a second. And I was like, all right, like this is just training, but it was fucking intense.
Yeah, but Chris, I sold snow sand fence to John Goodman today.
Hey, that's cool, man. What you said? What pants?
Snow fence.
That's pretty cool, man.
He thanked us personally for getting it to him quickly because they're using it for Righteous Gemstones Season 2.
Dude, that's so fucking cool, man. Righteous Gemstones. I don't think I've watched that yet.
Very good show. You should definitely watch it. I was like, I'm a huge fan.
Righteous Gemstone. Oh, Danny McBride's in that? What?
Yeah, Eric Andre's in Season 2. I can't wait.
So, does Danny McBride play Danny McBride, or is he playing a different type of character?
So it's John Goodman plays the patriarch of a mega church, like Southern Baptist family, kind of based on Liberty University or whatever. And Danny McBride is his like heir son that gets caught with hookers and cocaine, and his son films it because Danny McBride's son doesn't like him that much.
Yeah.
And he gets blackmailed. Then Danny McBride kills someone. Adam Devine's in it as like a weird closet-ish gay guy, son of the pastor.
Mm-hmm.
And he's friends with like a former Satanist that has a crush on him pretty clearly. And there's a lot going on in it. But it's basically like making fun of mega churches. It's pretty funny. It's kind of like Casino plus mega churches.
Okay. It looks like it's on all the major streaming services too. I want to check that
It's
out.
definitely on HBO Max, but I guess Jason Schwartzman and Eric Andre are joining in Season 2.
That's awesome.
So I was like, yo, I helped get a thing I want out faster by getting this order shipped quicker.
Hell
Yeah, so Chris,
yeah, man.
you could
Oh,
go
sorry, go on.
as far as this if you sprint, but that's your whole
Mhm.
turn, or you could go as far as this and shoot, but you have to remember that your shot will have +2 difficulty to it because of the mist.
But if he's within close range, he gets to roll an additional die.
Close range is considered what now?
18 for your sniper rifle.
Okay.
So you would actually be in, I think it's like, you measured before the crash, I think it was like 17.8 or something from where you can move to.
Yeah, so you would be able to move up to here, and then from here, it's within range
Oh,
for,
yeah, 15
for
actually,
it to
never
be
mind.
short
Got it.
range.
All right, I'm gonna do that. And who said Dylan's character was squishy?
I did.
Okay. All right. Fuck. Who's? I guess I can't really. I should have been paying more attention.
So there's one, the first one who call you all a bunch of jokers and is in dark guardsman uniform with a gun, and the other one is like much more disturbingly dressed with like skulls on his shoulders and chains wrapped around him. He's
like
got
the
a
leader.
chainsword and a las pistol.
He looks like the leader. All right. You know,
Looking at models.
They say the best battlefield medicine is fire superiority. So I'm going to take out my sniper rifle and I'm going to blow this man's head off. But also, I think I have like a skill for this too, don't I? That increases my accuracy.
Sniper, when you aim with a sniper weapon, you gain an additional +1 bonus die to the attack. And gain extra damage dice equal to the weapon's sniper rating, which is 2. And aiming on its own... Oh, you can't aim if you have moved.
Aww.
The aim option allows you to sacrifice your movement to focus on aiming a weapon. If you aim, you cannot make a movement, but gain +1 bonus die to ranged attacks you make this turn. So since you're a sniper, you double that to a +2, and then get 2 extra damage die.
Okay. So...
That's might be so you moved to get into short range.
Yeah.
Which would be 1 bonus die.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense
Not
not to move
moving
here.
and getting 2 is actually that's better. That
Yeah.
is just more dice. So okay, you didn't move and you're aiming instead. Fair enough. There's too much fucking crunch.
My cheeks turn red and I slowly regress backwards. A little bit of an eager beaver here. All right, I'm gonna aim my sniper rifle at the grizzled-looking man.
All right, so your ballistic skill of 7, but since you're doing it at a +2, you are rolling 9, and you need 1 red one in there.
Okay. So I'm rolling 9 dice.
Yep.
Cool. All right. I'm going to say, hopefully, this is not unsatisfactory. Right, I gotta work on. And then what my character is gonna do real quick is he's gonna pull out his notebook and write down that line and cross it out and just say, okay, never mind. I gotta try something different next time. All right.
Workshopping your line still. That's why you're a scout.
Fuck. Ah. There we go.
All right. All right, so that's 6 successes in there because 6 is worth 2 successes. Dang it, I really need to start opening up multiple copies of this because I have to keep scrolling or page turning back to minion or the enemies. So yeah, even with the increased mist, you are still hitting.
Cool.
And 6. You can shift the 6 for extra damage. So you are now doing. You are rolling 14 dice here.
Whoa.
This guy.
I think it's lagging a bit.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, so let's see what.
Oh, stabilizing? Okay.
All right, and then do I still have to roll a wrath die with that?
You do not need a rat in this one. There's no risk of a complication on damage.
Okay. You want to call that one a 4?
Yeah. If you actually like hover a dice, or hover your mouse over a dice, and like it shows a number,
Oh.
then like yeah.
Got
Sometimes
it.
you like have to click away when you have a bunch selected. But if there's a small tilt like that, you can usually just see what it is.
Got it.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so he's gonna try and soak some of these wounds. And he's gonna soak one of them. You did. Dang it, just count that. Okay, so your bullet punches a hole clear through him. Unfortunately, with the mist, it wasn't quite the part that you thought it was. It wasn't his head. It actually turned out to be overshot. So he is bleeding heavily and freely from a giant gaping hole in his shoulder, but not dead quite yet.
Ugh. Next, I shall have your head and your ass.
I ask over the new sphere, why would he want his ass?
Truths.
No.
I have no one who can hear
Space
over the
Marine
new sphere.
ritual.
Sorry, what, Micah?
All right,
Yes.
Marmaduke, I'm trying out some new lines. How's that one?
Not great.
All right. I jotted down in my notebook and cross it out.
So Dylan's getting charged by one then. He's going to take a swing with his sword. Okay, and he gets 3. Does 3 to your defense.
Defense is 2.
So, yes. Okay, his attack is going to go through. Now he's going to roll damage, and that will get subtracted to resilience.
7.
Wait, I forgot his extra damage die. Okay, but your resilience is enough to actually cancel out all the damage his sword was going to do. So he bounces his sword off your armor.
It's gonna take more than
Hardy's
that
turn.
to pierce my Corsair armor.
I think it's Micah left out.
Yeah, it's just him.
Did Alex go?
Oh no,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's
sorry,
right.
But we took a Micah can't take. Oh, never mind. They just went. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm dumb.
Aren't you sober too?
Yeah. It's like difficult to follow through the Twitch stream though.
Oh, that's fair.
At this point, I just want to see this combat done and then call it for now with this lag spike happening.
That's fair.
That's probably for the best.
So Micah, what you doing?
Micah.
He's dead, Jim.
He's moving.
No, he's moving.
Micah, if you're trying to talk, you're not making noise. There you go. Now we can hear.
Okay, so the surgeon's still alive.
Yep.
And
Yes.
that's just about in close range for me, so I'm gonna
That
take
is.
a shot at him. Which is 6 die. 6 die. Okay. Oh well.
I missed it. Which die did you roll? Which ones did you roll? Oh. Oh well.
Oh no.
Uh, 2 just barely hits, right? Defense. Yeah. Wow.
Are we
Why
still
does
in
he
the
have?
myth?
Yes. So right. Yes. Thank you. 1 full round of combat. So no, your 2 does not hit his defense. Why does he have worse defense than the Psyker did? I should have read these stats more closely. And I'm actually going by the book this time. So you roll me 2 die, a red one and a white one. The white one is the singles common. Those are going to be your combat complications.
5 and 6.
So 56. I wrote down the wrong page for combat complications. Son of a bitch. You
191.
have, yeah, just got there. Thank you. You have managed to fall prone? How did you fuck up shooting your gun so bad that you fell prone?
I was admiring the power sword and then I tripped over it.
Fair enough. That can happen. Some tasty technology there.
That's why I was just standing in the back the entire time.
Alright, your arc pistol murdered a dude. And you're in short range. I need to scroll back to him again. And he complicated his shot and is gonna miss terribly as well. So I'm gonna spend a rule on re-rolling it to try and hit. But it won't get rid of the complication. And what is your defense, Dan? Can you all hear me?
2. It's 2.
2? Okay. So yeah, his 5 will hit you even through the mist.
My resilience is 9, so we'll see how this works out.
Son of a bitch.
I build murder hobos, remember.
I see this comic you know what I'm trying to say. 51, that is 1 less than prone. What happens there? Oh, I thought it was 52. Never mind. But yeah, 51 to 50 dropped item. He drops his gun.
That old standby. I console him.
It's a rough one.
God, this mist is really fucking with people.
The gods are fickle. Well, he actually managed to hit you, so he shot, but the chaos gods have just had so much fun watching people pick their guns up that like it just fell from his hands afterwards, and there's foul cackling going throughout the mist. There's pick it up, bitch, so damage now. All right. Yeah, that doesn't come close to beating your 9, so we're just gonna go on to the next player's turn then. It's a brand new round of combat. The mist is gone, along with that foul cackling laughter.
Wait, what's the roll to get up?
Standing up prone is just a standard action, which means you can't either move or shoot. Like, you have to pick one that you can't do.
Okay, so I don't have to roll anything.
No, this is not struggling to pick up your gun and having it be stuck. That was a nightmare. You just stand. This poor soul, though. So yeah, who wants to head up the new round?
Me.
I want to. Okay, he can.
You see what I wrote in the blood of your psyker friend? You're about to join him.
So the mist parted to reveal that that's what you've been doing with your mind in the spare time. In the seconds in between combat, you have been moving the blood flow to say your psyker lies here.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
I'm gonna run first like 3 inches away from him in a roundabout way, and then use the rest of my movement to go right behind with my assault rifle, because if I Oh wait, never mind. No, I don't want to do that. I'm just going to fire point blank with the shuriken pistol.
Alright. Since your ballistic skill, so 3 dice.
Damn.
Your 1 is not going to manage to... Oh, you're in, to assume that even though you're melee like combat, it still counts as short range. So you should actually get one more dice to roll
If
in
you're
that.
within melee range, short range doesn't count.
Okay, thank you. So never mind, you don't actually get that one dice to roll.
I'm sorry, Dylan. But we got a crunch.
Thank you for the crunch. All hail the crunch.
Alright.
So yeah, unless you want to burn a glory or wrath roll, you are just missing
I still
right
have
now.
1 wrath, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
And
I'll
they will
use it.
reset every session.
Oh wait, I should have been rolling 7 dice. 7 dice then.
No, because there was the fog, right?
You would have still been in short range, so yes, you're right. You should have rolled 7 on that.
Rolled a 4, a 3, and a 2.
So still only 1 success in there, so still not a hit.
Fuck.
Unfortunately.
Oh well.
It was worth a try. So unless someone sees initiative, he's just going to counter swing. And with a 1, he's not hitting, so I'm gonna spend a ruin to try and hit. Reroll. And with a 5, that will hit your 2.
What's Dylan's
Yes.
resilience? 7?
Yeah, 7.
Yes. And he can shift for the extra damage, which is 5 2, so. Really? You're gonna give me over half of a failure rate there? So that 4 does not beat your 7 resilience, unfortunately. I should have had them come out on opposite sides, because the Beastman and the Psyker were the real damages of the group. I was like, they're gonna come out close and have a chance to do damage. Instead, they came out close and just had chances at dying.
The arc pistol is just like all the Adeptus Mechanicus weapons just do ridiculous damage.
Sadmech don't give a fuck. They just want to kill stuff for the Omnisaya. But party turn.
Let me
Who
go.
wants to-
I want to get up.
Oh, go stand up, Micah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm up on my feet and I'm gonna shoot him. Hopefully with more success this time. There,
Alright, yeah, which one are you shooting? I think you're in
one.
short range for both, so it doesn't really matter.
the surgeon,
Alright.
and that is 7. Four.
That's a hit, but no exalted icons to shift.
Oh boy. What does the salvo trait do?
There's a couple of abilities associated with it.
Okay. So I'm
But you-
rolling 11. Or
Yes. No, you are in short range, so Rapid Fire gives you 1 more extra damage dice for 12. Sorry, I didn't mean to ping.
whoops. Six, 7, 8.
Okay, soaking time. And not in the Mormon way. But 3 successes. So this is the guy who took the hole and shoulder right. How are you just barely finishing him off?
By getting up angrily and just quick firing to hide my shame and somehow falling over.
Micah, salvo options are page 185.
I don't have it. I don't have the book open in front of me.
Well, you already attacked, so just next time.
Also, you'd need to send me the PDF, more importantly.
I thought we did.
I might have deleted that particular group chat by accident.
That's a file on your hard drive, Dylan. We can't download it from there.
Whoops, I copied the wrong tab.
And I asked people to pay no attention to what I was doing before I pulled the trigger.
So this one moves forward. But seeing that all of his friends or compatriots or whatever you want, whatever he calls them, are now dead, he hisses out a blood for the gods, blood for the dark gods, and is going to fire at your prisoners.
Okay. I express a total lack of concern.
And he managed to roll so terribly that he still hits an Imperial citizen, but manages to not shift in damage on basic Imperial citizen stat block. Good job, buddy.
Thank you.
Is there a way to do non-lethal damage and try to capture one of these guys?
I know that there is. I don't remember the rules on that off of my head. We can look into that. Especially since this is the last guy, so if you want to try and do non-lethal, it's going to be relevant on this guy.
Jesus, why do the arc weapons do so much damage?
They're shorter ranged.
Not by much.
Well, he should have had an extra die. He's in short range. Oh, well. Wow. With that soak, Imperial Citizen just barely manages to hang on, and you have a bloody, gasping prisoner right here, as he collapses from his wounds, yet dead. Your turn and non-lethal.
I'm looking up like how wounds work.
Actually, sorry, it might only be with characters, and these guys are actually too low of like a tier threat. Yes, because they're not characters. They are. I forget the exact word for it. They're not a mob. But when they hit 0 wounds, they're just dead. Other characters will go either unconscious or
become dying.
Yes, and you can take them as prisoners or murder. I don't think otherwise you can do non-lethal. You could try and intimidate into surrender if you would want.
I don't think that they care about that.
Probs not.
I can go if y'all don't want to and finish the murder.
Sounds like it's you.
Everything's close
You
range.
are. Yeah, he is inches away from you. You are absolutely in close range to him.
Someone roll 10 dice.
Oh, okay.
1 from close range, 1 from dueling pistol, 1 from, and then 8 from
Yeah.
thing. And since if I don't have to move, I want to aim, so it's actually 11
That's
dice.
complication.
Roll another dice just to be safe, because I didn't move, so I'm aiming.
And it's a 1. Stop re-rolling. So yeah, it's a 9, absolute resounding success, but a complication. So we need a complication roll here. This is a 61 on the complication chart. You're
Do I drop my gun and it gets
restrained?
There you go.
Yeah, 61 is a restrained. I don't like that. How would you shoot your gun and get restrained? Unless you, I don't know.
He shot
What?
it in the net onto
Just
himself.
re-roll it.
Yeah. 31, weapon jam. DN tech 2 int to use again. So you have to pass a tech check to clear your gun jam. Much cleaner and makes more sense.
I still get to do damage, right?
Oh, yes, you do.
So roll. Can I shift?
Yeah, I need to recount your damage. You had. You can shift 3 of those exit icons and still be hitting.
So that is.
This is gonna set a
18
new
damage
record high
dice.
for damage.
It's 18 damage dice. I traded range for a lot of damage, and I think I made the right choice.
May the streets run red with the blood of our enemies.
That's still very bad for us because of corn. I'm frying them to death. There's no blood.
Ouch.
I'm sure corn.
And then there were a lot of ones.
I'm sure corn appreciates cooked meat.
Yeah, you don't care if it's barbecue or what have you. It's meat's meat. Skulls are skulls. He still failed both, or he failed both of his soaking rolls though, which helps a lot of your damage go through. Wait, 7. Okay. Exact. You have just exactly fried him to a nice, tender, not too well done crispiness.
I had to tell him to simmer down before I shoot him. And then I shoot him.
You son of a bitch.
He was getting real rowdy shooting our prisoners.
Only we can do that.
Yeah, only we can do that. Yeah, that's all of them, right?
That is all of them. Yep.
Let's heal the dude he shot before we forget. Less blood for the blood god.
Which one was that?
I don't know. But while you do that, we need to loot the bodies, search for clues.
dead
They said there was
psyker.
like an agent.
Okay, I'm gonna roll. Wait, does the Medicaid kit actually do anything?
I think your Medicaid kit out on Patreon. I think it's a plus on your test, but then I think it's consumed or has a limited number of uses.
I'm assuming we got it restocked though at the armory.
Oh, on the
Oh no, sorry. If you have a med kit or similar device, you can make a that's the reason why you can make tests to try and heal or restore shock, because you have the Medicaid kit.
Okay. Well, without suffering a penalty. At least that's what it says.
Yes.
Three into complication.
Okay.
Does he lose his foot? I just want them all to be feetless by the time they get back.
You know what? Yeah, we have a theme. Let's stick to it.
Okay, so like
you chop a foot off.
Wait.
And then you are like, this is what we're gonna use to make the band-aids for him, and that's how you fix this up. You patch him up with his own skin from his foot. Good job.
Wait, so it was a success. It was just.
Yes, that's technically a success. So
that isn't what I was gonna say is the complication, but I guess my utter lack of humanity also works.
What are you gonna go with? I'm fine with that since it's your test. I just went with the foot since Dan said it, and it fits the theme of no feet on board.
Actually, wait, where was he shot? Like anywhere in particular?
No, nowhere essential. It was pretty much just a blind, rapid las fire, and he just took a few shots from it.
I was just gonna say I was treating him, but I wasn't paying attention to what I was actually holding in my hands. And I'd never put my gun down.
Oh.
So I managed to shoot him in the foot.
Yep, okay. That works much better.
And then I make the best of a bad situation and patch him up with the remnants of his foot.
Okay. So yes, you technically recovered one wound on him, but he is now down a leg.
Nice. That where we ending things?
We have to actually
Yeah, that's where we'll call it.
We're not getting on the tram.
If Dan wants to loot through the bodies and look through stuff and start digging into stuff, like I have no problem with doing that before you guys get on the tram. I have been watching my ping and it's been spiking up and down a lot.
Yeah, we can do that next time then.
So yeah, I would just rather start before digging into anything else. Just kind of stop it here. Because I need to get my card fixed.
Word. Alright. Well, have a good night, everybody.
Hey, sorry for being
Yeah,
late.
that
It
was
was
fun.
fun.
It's okay.
Oh,
You missed
hit
shopping.
the wrong one.
You missed us like looking up stats and how to buy things in the rule book.
You missed me
Yeah.
suffering a disappointment. And not having a fucking power sword.
Shit.
You have a power sword. It's
I
still
don't have
broken.
a working power sword.
I can't just hand you a free power sword.
But I'm pretty sure the arc pistol costs about as much.
Yeah, all the fucking AdMech weapons are just ridiculous. Like the Galv rifle is also like really strong. It's just longer ranged.
Yeah, you don't really go wrong with AdMech weapons.
GGGG.
Yes.